Welcome to a special episode of Tricks of the Trademark with me, Erik Pelton. On this special episode, we're celebrating our 25th year as a boutique trademark law firm with 25 special episodes featuring 25 tips. 25 reasons to love trademarks. I want to share with you why I love the field of trademarks, and I think you should as well. First, they're everywhere, right? Literally, this camera I'm talking into, this microphone, this light, this platform you're watching this on, they're all brands that are all trademarks. They're everywhere. Look around you. Second, they involve creativity. Some brand names, have great creativity and logos and slogans, and we've talked a lot about those in other videos. Third reason, logos. Logos can be so fun. Like, think about how iconic the Nike swoosh is or the Apple logo. 4, great brand names leave a lasting impact with you. You probably can think of what brand names you really resonate with or you think are creative right now. That's why trademarks are so cool. 5th, they can last forever. Many trademark brands are over 100 years old. That differentiates them from other forms of intellectual property. Patents have an expiration date. Copyrights have an expiration date. Trademarks, if they're still used, can last forever. 6, they're in our worlds of entertainment and television and film. Think about some of the biggest brands out there in TV and film, like Star Wars or Harry Potter or Marvel Universe. Those are all trademarks. And within those worlds, there's many, many trademarks. They're also in the world of sports. LeBron James, Tiger Woods, your favorite team. They're all, brands with protection and trademarks and logos and sometimes slogans. Also in the world of music. The Rolling Stones logo, I think, is one of the most recognized logos around the world because they've been so successful and toured the world for so long. That's just one example of a music trademark. Taylor Swift has a giant portfolio as well. Jimmy Buffett is really the king of music trademarks. Celebrities, if you're into celebrity news and TMZ and those kind of things, lots of celebrities have brands and trademarks attached to them. The news. Anything that happens in the news that's truly momentous these days is pretty much reflected in the trademark application filings shortly thereafter. If there's a huge storm, if there's a huge catchphrase that catches on one year, people will file trademarks related to it. It's pretty much guaranteed, and the news and trademarks always intersect. Even the world of politics, which is my 11th reason. Political slogans or trademarks related to candidates and political values have been very prevalent over the last 10 years or so. Now, let's get into a really important thing. Small businesses in the world of trademarks are just as capable as big ones. There's a level playing field. I think that's really important. Another reason I love trademarks is that they're global. When I go to a conference, I meet trademark practitioners from around the world. We work with clients to file in other countries. We work with clients from other countries who are doing business in the United States. It's truly global. 14, trademarks can be weird and wild. Maybe you've heard me talk about the fact that there's a trademark registration for a restaurant in Wisconsin that has goats grazing on the roof, or that the marching ducks of the Peabody Hotel is a registered trademark. That's some of the weird and wild and wonderful things about trademarks. The 15th thing is the circle R, the registered trademark symbol. I love it. It tells us that a brand is protected and registered. It's not required that a registration uses the circle R, but it's a great way to indicate. 16, great logos and brand names and slogans communicate with people. They resonate, they stir passions. Again, if I talk about certain brands to certain people, they get really jazzed up about it, right? They can really have a connection with people. Another great reason to love trademarks is configurations. Now, by configurations, we mean a type of non-traditional trademark that packaging, trade dress configurations, other things can be protected. That's in the broader category of non-traditional trademarks, which as a whole encompass all kinds of things that aren't words or logos, and many of them can be registered as long as they indicate the source of the product or service. For example, sounds. The NBC chimes, the Law and Order opening sound, just two examples of well-known sounds that are registered trademarks. Did you know that scents can be registered trademarks also? That's another reason to love them. The scent of Play-Doh is a registered trademark. 21, one of my favorites is logos that have negative space in them. A super creative way to have a message is by actually using not the design itself, but the negative space within the design, which of course is part of the design, but to communicate a message. So FedEx logo is probably my all-time favorite because it's so simple and classic, and the negative space arrow is brilliant. Number 22 reason to love trademarks is that data supports the fact that they add a lot of value to businesses. 23rd reason is that a business or a person can have a portfolio of them. You don't have to have just one. Nike, for example, right, has hundreds and hundreds. Taylor Swift, I mentioned, she has more than 100 trademark registrations. You can have a portfolio. They're always involved in technology. So recent years, a lot of talk about the metaverse, right? Trademarks can exist in the metaverse as well. And in fact, many brands have gone out and filed to protect and register their trademarks for use in the metaverse. 25th reason really sort of encapsulates it all for me is that the world of trademarks is always evolving. There's always something new. There's always a new story. There's always new technology. There's always new cases coming up on appeal. And that's what keeps it fun and exciting for me. I hope you've enjoyed that. You can find the other 24 of the lists of 25 things about trademark things on our YouTube channel at ericpelton.tv. You've just listened to another episode of Tricks of the Trademark with me, Erik Pelton. For lots more episodes, videos, content, links, blog posts, and more, visit our website at www.ericpelton.com.